What's up, everybody? What's going on? This is Jose Gagnon, the Random Guy 75 here again. And like I said, we are now on episode 16, which is called Thomas and Stepney. So now Thomas is actually going to be, meeting Stepney here for the very first time. And we're going to see, what his impression is of Stepney when he meets him. And he's also going to basically find out that Stepney is super famous just as he is, kind of. Even though, he just got rescued by Rusty in the last episode. So, we're going to get the greatness, have the happy times. You already know how the things go here. So now we're going to see Thomas's reaction to Stepney, everybody. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, man. Keep it going every single day and every single night, everybody. Yeah.
Thomas the Tank Engine was feeling very happy. His blue coat shone in the sun, he was right on time, and all around his branch line the countryside seemed prettier than ever before. Beep, beep. Good morning, Percy, he whistled. My branch line is the pride of the line, wouldn't you agree? Yes, Thomas, of course, but what, Percy? Out with it. Well, there is another engine with a famous branch line, too. Who? Where? Exclaimed Thomas anxiously. His name's Stepney. He's far away, but the Fat Controller says he may visit us. When? Oh, someday. And Percy hurried away.
Boom, 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 bing, boom.
Meanwhile, Stepney was puffing purposefully along his line. It runs through fields and forests, but isn't very long, which made him feel a little sad.
There's Rusty again.
He saw Rusty. The little diesel had helped save Stepney from scrap. Everyone's been so kind, but my railway is so short, and I do miss a good long run. I think you should tell Driver too, replied Rusty. I'm sure he'll understand. Stepney soon discovered that indeed he did. Do you know, Stepney, I feel just the same way. That evening, Stepney's driver had exciting news.
Now he's going to get a super big surprise because he and, he's been invited to go and visit, Sir Topham Hatt's railway. But I don't really understand, that too well because, isn't Stepney on Sodor anyway? Just, in a different part of Sodor. But, I have no idea. Because, they don't really explain, what part of Sodor he's on. They just say that he works on the Bluebell Railway. And, they don't say, which part of the island he lives on. They just say, that it's, I guess, far away from where Sir Topham Hatt's railway is. Even though, he kind of came to Sodor in the last episode, because, since he left from the other railway. But I have no idea. But he'll be going now to visit, Sir Topham Hatt's railway and all the engines that work over there. So, he's going to be super happy and excited about that, as his driver's about to tell him here.
Guess what, Stepney? The Fat Controller has invited us to visit the other engines on his railway. Manager agreed. It'll be a really long run to get there. Oh, thank you, sighed Stepney. They set off next morning. By now, all the other engines were talking about Stepney. He runs a famous branch line. Did you know that? Said Percy. Thomas was feeling a little jealous. It may be famous, but my branch is first on the line. Everyone knows that, too. And he huffed away to fetch his coaches. Look, squeaked Percy. Why have they all come? There is no train yet. But Percy was wrong. The signal dropped, and from far away an engine whistled. Here he comes, yelled Douglas. Stepney puffed proudly through the junction. All the engines were pleased to see him. I hope you'll meet Thomas too. said Edward. You both have branch lines to be proud of. Then Stepney set off to help Duck shunt coaches in the yards, and they worked happily together all afternoon. At last, Thomas arrived. Sorry, can't talk. It's time for my last branch line train. Mustn't be late.
I'm just wondering, why Thomas is so jealous of Stepney. Because I mean, they're both tank engines, so maybe it's because it's probably because he's never, I guess, seen anybody that's as special and famous as he is. Because I guess, Stepney is pretty special and famous on the Bluebell Railway. And I guess, a bunch of people have heard of him, being saved from the scrapyard by Rusty. So, that makes him even more famous and special. So that's probably why Thomas is jealous of Stepney, because he doesn't really, connect with Stepney that much, because, they don't really have that much in common. Because Thomas was purchased and Stepney, got saved, so that's probably why, Thomas is jealous, because, Stepney, got saved, and, now he's coming to visit, Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. And that's why he's super jealous of Stepney, is because, he doesn't want, he doesn't want to see any other, he doesn't want to consider, that other, special characters are a lot special and famous than he is, even though Thomas is pretty popular too on Sodor. But yeah, we're gonna continue on right here.
He was hardly out of sight when the engines heard shouting at the station. Moments later came the alarm. Stop all trains! The signal man answered the telephone. A special, is it? I see. Thomas was impatient. Why are we waiting? My passengers are being delayed. Sorry, Thomas, said his driver. We're being shunted to allow another train to pass. Soon, they heard an unfamiliar puffing sound. There was Stepney with headlamps swaying and whistle blowing. He gathered speed and disappeared. Well, bust my boiler, said Thomas the Tank Engine. Next morning, Thomas was still fuming. Shunted, and on my own branch too. It's a disgrace. I'm sorry, said Stepney. I was a special. Why? An important passenger arrived just as you left. He ordered a special train and Duck let me take it. We had a splendid run, but, finished Thomas kindly, it can make an engine nervous not to know the line. Exactly, said Stepney. You're such an expert. This made Thomas feel much better. He couldn't be cross anymore and instead began telling Stepney.
So now they kind of both relate a little bit, because once you're on a new area that you're that you're visiting, or that you've been brought to, you don't really know where each place is that walks. It's your first time coming to that place that you're visiting. So that's how Thomas kind of relates to Stepney, because this is his first time visiting Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. But he doesn't know all the areas that well, because this is his very first time coming to Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. So that's why Thomas actually becomes happy and relates to Stepney a little bit. But that's episode 16, Thomas and Stepney, and next Friday we'll be continuing on and doing the next two episodes, which also have Stepney in them. So get the greatness, have the happy times. You already know the thing's going here. And look forward to Sunday, because I'll be doing, some gameplay of me playing Mario Tennis for my Switch. So look forward to that video on Sunday. And we will see you all next time, everybody. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, man. We will see you on the Sunday, everybody. Get the greatest and enjoy yourselves every single chance you can get, man. Yeah. Woo!